And then leaving the funeral, I told my brother, Vernon, I have to speak about joy. And he just started rambling off stuff. He's so good about that. Just give him a word. And so when I started thinking about joy, I thought about happiness and the difference between the two, because we confuse them. And so I looked it up, and it says happiness is a quality or state of being happy. Things make us happy, luck or good fortune. Happiness depends on circumstances. Joy is the emotion of great delight caused by something exceptionally good or satisfying, keen pleasure, elation. The Lord gives us joy. Happiness and joy are related, but joy is a deeper experience. I was like, wow, okay. And then I started just thinking about myself and what's been going on with me lately in the last year, and I'm still going through it, just like Tanisha said. Been struggling separating the happiness from the joy, and been praying and seeking the Lord. And when I thought about that, I went to 1 Chronicles chapter 16, verses 8 through 12, and then Psalms 105, verses 1 through 5, when it talks about seeking the Lord. And it says, you know, we must give thanks to the Lord and seek his face always. Always seek him. He's first. Make him your priority. He continues to reveal to me what I have been missing, which is a deeper relationship with him. It relates to focus, because, you know, you just get off track, and our joy is in him. So if we focus on him, you know, happiness is temporary, but joy comes from him. I'm understanding more and more that joy, true joy, comes from the Lord, and no one can take that away. Happiness, you know, with your circumstances, when you can't pay a bill, oh, I ain't happy, I can't pay that bill. But like Reverend Earl Lloyd came to our church, and he says, you have to have that even though swagger. Even though I can't pay my bill, what's the worst that can happen? And my doctor has even been telling me to say this to myself, what's the worst that can happen? Even though. The joy comes from God. Happiness is temporary circumstances. I started to realize just how strong I am and what the Lord sees in me, just like Esther. And I was thinking, and I said, I want to tie Esther in, that's my girl. And she's strong, and, you know, she didn't think she can go up to the king and then, you know, save all her people. And so in Esther chapter 4, verses 15, you know, she's telling them, go prepare, go pray fast. You know, I got to do this. I got to save my people. If she knew, you know, I don't think she knew she had it in her, but the Lord, and it doesn't really speak about the Lord, but fasting, you know, all that is linked to him. She knew what she had to do. She knew who she had to seek. And I'm learning that, how strong I am in being able to have joy with myself, because you have to seek in him. And in the process I've been going through in depression and stuff, seeking him, and that joy is starting to really fill in my heart, and that happiness is, yeah, I'm happy, but I'd rather have the joy. The Jewish people received true happiness and joy, and it says it in chapter 8 of Esther, verse 11. It says, we tend to lose our God-given joy when we become disconnected from the Father. That's what I've been suffering from, being disconnected from him, losing my focus on the Lord. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Seek his kingdom first, and that's in Psalms 86, 1 through 4. And, you know, and they pray about, in Matthew 6 and 33, and then they pray about joy in Psalms 86, 1 through 4, verse 4. Talks about joy, and I was just kind of reading and trying to find different scriptures that talk about joy. And then me and my brother got to talking, and I was like, what does joy mean to me? And joy means Jesus, only you. Only Jesus can give us the true joy we seek. Just overcome your lack of self-esteem, your lack of self-worth, depression, anxiety. And as I was looking through the internet, and I was looking at something that Gandhi had in there, and he said, joy lies in the fight, in the attempt, in the suffering involved, not in the victory itself. Like, wow. And if I would have picked up my computer and just typed it a little bit, like, take a little bit longer, I was like, I'm done. I was like, no, a little bit more time. I wouldn't have found that. And I read that several times. You can find joy when you're going through. The Lord gives you that joy. And if we focus more on the joy that he gives us, we don't have to worry about if we're happy, if we're unhappy, just have the joy of the Lord. And so that's all I have.